Welcome back to our channel, where we dive deep into the glamorous, treacherous, and endlessly captivating world of daytime television. It is a thrilling time to be a fan, and we are so excited to unpack the latest bombshells with you today. The upcoming week is set to deliver some of the most intense emotional confrontations we have seen all year. So settle in as we explore the devastating choices and fractured loyalties that will forever change the landscape of Los Angeles. The sprawling, sun-drenched metropolis of Los Angeles has long been a battlefield where high fashion and deep-seated family trauma collide, but the events slated for the week of May 11th through May 15th promise to escalate this ongoing war to unprecedented heights. The glittering facades of Forrester Creations and the newly minted Logan brand are beginning to crack under the immense pressure of unchecked ambition, corporate espionage, and the bitter sting of betrayal. At the very epicenter of this impending cataclysm is a woman who has historically served as the golden-hearted peacemaker of her family, a woman who now finds herself drowning in a profound, suffocating sorrow as she watches her loved ones tear each other apart. Donna Logan Forrester is about to take center stage, and her emotional journey will serve as the tragic, beating heart of the week's narrative. For decades, the Logan sisters have presented a united front against the world, a formidable triad of beauty, intelligence, and unwavering loyalty. Donna has always been the emotional anchor of this trio, the sister who prioritized love, harmony, and familial bonds above the cutthroat pursuit of corporate dominance. However, the recent explosive success of Katie Logan Spencer and Bill Spencer's debut fashion collection, a triumph heavily shadowed by the controversial use of Eric Forster's designs, has ignited a devastating civil war. As Brooke Logan Forrester contemplates a massive, life-altering power play to seize the co-CEO position at Forrester Creations, the battle lines have been irrevocably drawn. Donna is no longer just an observer. She is a desperate casualty caught in the brutal crossfire between Katie's relentless drive for validation and Brooke's fierce, maternal determination to protect her daughter, Hope Logan Spencer. The tension reaches a terrifying boiling point when Katie confides in Donna about her audacious plan to recruit Hope away from Forrester Creations and into the expanding Logan empire. For Katie, this is a strategic masterstroke, a way to secure a brilliant designer while simultaneously striking a crippling blow to the Forrester legacy that has so often marginalized her. But for Donna, this revelation is nothing short of a nightmare. She sees with agonizing clarity that this single business decision will not merely escalate a corporate rivalry. It will detonate a nuclear bomb within the very foundation of their family. The thought of Hope, Brooke's beloved daughter, becoming a pawn in a bitter war between sisters is a reality that Donna simply cannot accept. In the highly anticipated episodes airing on Monday, May 11th, and Tuesday, May 12th, viewers will witness Jennifer Garais deliver what is sure to be a masterclass in emotional vulnerability. Donna will confront Katie in a scene that strips away the polished veneer of the fashion industry, leaving only the raw, bleeding wounds of sisterhood. Donna will desperately plead with Katie to put her business ambitions on the back burner, begging her to prioritize the sacred bond of their family above the intoxicating allure of industry supremacy. The imagery of this confrontation is poised to be profoundly moving. Donna, her eyes brimming with tears, reaching out to a sister who has encased her heart in an impenetrable armor of defensive ambition. Donna understands that if Katie proceeds with this recruitment, the resulting fracture between her and Brooke will be permanent, unhealable, and utterly devastating. Yet the tragedy of Donna's desperate plea lies in the terrifying probability that it will fall on deaf ears. Katie Logan Spencer is currently riding a euphoric high of monumental success. Her face is plastered on billboards across the globe. Her brand is the talk of the fashion world, and she finally feels that she is stepping out of the long, suffocating shadow cast by her older sister. Furthermore, Liam Spencer has recently poured gasoline on this raging fire by revealing Brooke's aggressive plot to take over Forrester Creations. This revelation has sent the Logan camp into a state of deep panic, convincing Katie that she must strike first and strike hard if her brand is to survive the looming threat of a united Forrester empire. Blinded by a potent mixture of fear, pride, and a desperate need to prove her worth, Katie views Hope's recruitment not as an act of familial betrayal, but as a necessary maneuver for survival. Donna's tears, though genuine and heartbreaking, may simply not be enough to penetrate the fortress of Katie's ambition. While the Logan family crumbles under the weight of internal warfare, a parallel tragedy is quietly unfolding within the hallowed halls of Forrester Creations. The theme of family members being cast aside in the name of corporate strategy is echoed with devastating clarity in the storyline of Zende Forrester Dominguez. Fans will be thrilled to see the immensely talented Delon de Metz return to the screen, but the circumstances surrounding Zende's reappearance are steeped in bitterness, frustration, and a deep-seated sense of betrayal. Zende's journey within the family business has been a long, arduous climb marked by moments of brilliant triumph and agonizing marginalization. He is a designer of immense talent, a man who once stood shoulder to shoulder with his grandfather, Eric Forrester, helping to craft a magnificent new collection. But the fashion industry is notoriously fickle, and family politics are even more unforgiving. The arrival of R.J. Forrester shifted the tectonic plates of power within the company, and Zende quickly found himself pushed to the periphery, his contributions overshadowed by the golden child of Ridge and Brooke. Despite this painful demotion, Zende remained loyal, pouring his creative soul into the hope for the future collection. He believed that his dedication and sheer talent would eventually force the executive suite to recognize his worth. However, the recent catastrophic decisions made by Steffi Forrester Finnegan have shattered those hopes entirely. Operating with extreme executive hubris, Steffi has chosen to permanently shelve the hope for the future line to prioritize Eric's couture, effectively erasing months of Zende's grueling, passionate work with a single, condescending decree. The psychological toll of this betrayal is immense, and it will culminate in a spectacular emotional meltdown during the episode airing on Friday, May 15th. Zende has reached his absolute breaking point. The realization that his entire collection, a body of work he believed would cement his legacy, will never see the light of day is a crushing blow to his creative spirit. He is no longer willing to smile, nod, and accept his role as a second-class citizen within his own family's empire. The frustration that has been simmering beneath the surface for years will finally erupt in a fiery, unfiltered confrontation, likely directed at Carter Walton, the company's resident truth-teller and voice of reason. When Zende complains bitterly to Carter about his treatment, he is not merely venting about a business decision. He is mourning the death of his dreams and the betrayal of his bloodline. Carter, who has already delivered prophetic, unheeded warnings to Ridge and Steffi about the destructive consequences of their arrogance, will likely find himself deeply sympathetic to Zende's plight. Carter knows all too well how a toxic environment can drive even the most loyal employees to drastic measures. As Zende paces the floor, his voice trembling with a mixture of rage and profound sorrow, the atmosphere will be thick with dramatic tension. The audience will feel the palpable weight of his exhaustion, the agonizing sting of a talent unappreciated and a loyalty unrewarded. This emotional crisis brings Zende to a terrifying, yet exhilarating crossroads. If his own family refuses to respect his artistry, where else can he turn? The answer, ironically, lies directly across the battlefield. The Logan brand, currently desperate for a visionary designer to replace the void left by Eric Forrester's contested designs, presents a glittering, seductive alternative to the stifling environment of Forrester Creations. If Zende decides to defect to Katie and Bill's expanding empire, it would be a betrayal of monumental proportions, a move that would not only humiliate Steffi and Ridge, but also fundamentally alter the balance of power in the Los Angeles fashion scene. The internal conflict tearing at Zende's soul, The agonizing choice between remaining loyal to a family that dismisses him or seeking validation with their most bitter rivals adds a layer of rich, complex psychological drama to the week's events. Amidst these colossal clashes of titans, the week of May 11th to May 15th also brings exciting casting news that promises to inject fresh intrigue into the narrative. On Tuesday, May 12th, viewers will be introduced to a brand new character named Jesse, portrayed by the talented Daniel Shawn Smith. Jesse is slated to debut as a new employee at Forrester Creations, and while initial reports suggest this may be a minor role, seasoned fans of daytime television know that there are no coincidences in this genre. Even the most unassuming characters, quietly operating in the background, can harbor explosive secrets or serve as the catalyst for major storyline shifts. The introduction of a new face within the highly volatile environment of Forrester Creations raises a multitude of thrilling questions. Who exactly is Jesse, and what are his true motivations for infiltrating this chaotic empire? Is he merely an innocent bystander, a fresh-faced employee eager to make his mark in the fashion world, or is he a planted operative in the escalating corporate espionage between Forrester and Logan? Given the current unrest among the design team, particularly with Zende's impending meltdown and Hope's radicalized defection plans, could Jesse be a new creative talent brought in by Steffi to replace the old guard? Or perhaps his presence is tied to the darker, more sinister subplots currently weaving through the canvas, such as Remy Price's terrifying blackmail of Melissa Dillon. The possibilities are endless, and Daniel Shawn Smith's arrival is sure to add a fascinating new dynamic to the already labyrinthine power struggles dominating the screen. As we step back and survey the breathtaking scope of the upcoming week, a powerful, unifying theme emerges from the chaos: the devastating cost of ambition. We are witnessing the systematic dismantling of two great dynasties, not by external forces, but by the hubris, stubbornness, and blinding pride of their own members. The Logan sisters, once an unbreakable trinity of love and support, are being torn asunder by Katie's desperate need to conquer the fashion world and Brooke's ruthless determination to crown her daughter. Donna's heartbreaking tears serve as a tragic chorus, a desperate plea for sanity in a world that has gone mad with the pursuit of power. Her struggle is the emotional core of the week, a poignant reminder that all the wealth and prestige in the world cannot replace the warmth of a sister's embrace. Simultaneously, the Forrester family is cannibalizing its own future. Steffi's arrogant dismissal of the Hope for the Future line is not just a slight against Hope. It is a profound insult to Zende, a man whose loyalty and talent should be the bedrock of the company's future. By alienating Zende, Steffi and Ridge are practically handing a lethal weapon to their enemies. Zende's Friday meltdown is not just a moment of personal catharsis. It is a ticking time bomb that threatens to blow the roof off Forrester Creations. When a brilliant mind is pushed into a corner, the resulting explosion is always spectacular, and Zende is poised to light the match. The atmosphere in Los Angeles has never been more suffocatingly tense. The glittering gowns, the flashing cameras, and the opulent boardrooms are nothing more than a beautiful facade hiding a landscape of broken hearts and shattered dreams. Every conversation is a negotiation. Every hug is laced with suspicion, and every decision carries the weight of 1,000 potential consequences. As we prepare to watch Donna beg for her family's soul, as we brace ourselves for Zende's righteous fury, and as we welcome the mysterious Jesse into the fold, one thing is absolutely certain. The world of the bold and the beautiful is about to be turned upside down. The lines in the sand have been drawn, the armies are assembled, and when the dust finally settles on the week of May 15th, nothing will ever be the same again. We cannot wait to experience every heartbreaking, exhilarating moment of this journey, and we will be right here to dissect every shocking twist and turn as